Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Funny Stories with Oldschoolcurt. This story takes place back in 2011 at NRG Stadium. Back then, it was Reliance Stadium. I was at a Texan game with my cousin. We'll refer to him as A, and we were watching the Texans play the Cleveland Browns. Well, we get there about 15 minutes before kickoff. I go and get me two bottle Miller Lights, have them in my holsters, ready to go right when the game starts. Ready. And all of a sudden, I hear this commotion to the right of me, and I look. And what basically happened was there was this Latino family, wife, husband, grandma, one kid. And the wife had nacho cheese. She had like a nacho. She had chili dog, and she had lost her footing. And she had thrown all of her food all over this white lady and her husband. And the Latino family was very apologetic and said, "Hey, we're so sorry. I am so sorry. And the wife looked up at her and just said, "Fine, whatever." And they go and sit down. I'm basically on the left right here, and that Latino family is about 3 rows down. And on the right is the white family with the lady that got the food spilled on her and her husband, right? So just letting you know where everybody was situated. So I'm sitting there waiting for the game to start, just wow, that was something. That was kind of funny. When all of a sudden the husband of the white lady that got they got the food spilled on her runs over to the Latino family and goes, "What the fuck is wrong with you spilling shit all over my wife, you motherfucker?" And the Latino dude steps up, and the Latino guy looked exactly like the Tasmanian devil. Like, he had these short little legs but this big upper body. And he started talking shit too, and since he looked like the Tasmanian devil, he was like, "Bah, bah, 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 bah." But it was hilarious. So Latino guys yelling at the white guy, and they're just screaming at each other and cussing, right? And I'm sitting there watching like, holy shit. Football game and a show. Badass. Well, I'm able to watch this and not really laugh, just to see where it goes, enjoying myself. But then it happens. The wife gets up, and she walks over and gets behind her husband. And I finally got a full glimpse of the wife, right? Oh my God. She had chili and cheese all in her hair, right? Just everywhere, all on her face. She looked like she just took a money shot from a chili dog. When I see this, I cover my mouth because I want to laugh so hard. I am fighting back laughter, just trying not to laugh because I know what'll happen if I laugh. If I laugh, they're all going to look at me and be like, "What the fuck are you laughing at?" And then now I'm a part of it, and I didn't want to be a part of it. And if I became a part of that fight, I'm Dunsky and Hutch. So what I basically did was I popped open one of my Miller Lights, and I just started chugging it so they wouldn't see that I was trying to hold back laughter. So I'm chugging it, and I'm just chugging the shit out of that beer. And I'm chugging that beer so damn hard that my eyes start watering. And so there was literally a tear in my beer. It was very funny. Well, anyway, so as I'm drinking my beer, I'm watching this great thing happening, and the wife points at the Latina lady that spilled the food and said, "You fucking bitch! I don't forgive you." Blah 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 blah. And then the Latina woman gets up and she sizes the white lady up and she starts cracking her knuckles. And she puts her fist up. She's ready to go. I've dated plenty of Latinas, and when somebody talks shit to their man, they're down to squab. That's why I used to date them, because they used to protect my goofy ass all the time. Anyway, so they're both yelling at each other. White dude, white lady with chili on her face versus Latino dude and Latina. And they're just yelling at each other, cussing at each other, blah, blah, blah. Well, then all of a sudden, these people behind me stand up and they start walking down there and they get involved. And it was 2 Latino dudes, and I went, "Oh shit, white people outnumbered." They go down there and they get in the husband and wife's face, and they're like, "Hey, you don't talk to them, blah 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 blah." Well, then on the other side, these 2 white girls get up and they go and they get in the 2 Latinos' face, and I'm just like, holy shit, dude. I'm here for a football game, and I get to watch the bootleg version of West Side Story. Fucking awesome! With the Latinos being the Sharks and the white people being the Jets, for all my musical fans out there or whatever. So I'm watching this, just waiting for someone to throw a punch. I'm like, it's going to happen. And it finally does. The white lady with the chili on her face swings and tries to slap the Latina. Latina catches her arm and she throws a punch and then it's on. White girls fighting, Latinos fighting, everybody's just squabbling. And as I'm watching this and drinking my beer, two things came to my mind. First thing was, thank you, God. This is one of the greatest things I've ever seen. You're the real MVP. Thank you. The second thing was, could you imagine if you were sitting in that vicinity and you had left right before that fight to go get you some nachos and buy you a beer? You're oblivious to what's going on. And then all of a sudden you're walking back to your seat, just happy you're about to watch a football game. You're going to eat your nachos, drink your beer. And then as soon as you walk close to your seat, instead of eating nachos, you're eating fucking punches and getting punched in the face. You have no idea what the fuck's going on. You slip, you fall, your beer goes in the air, slams on the ground, you fall on top of your beer. Now a fucking big shard of beer glasses up your ass. Things to think about. Things to think about. Anyway, so they're all fighting. Everybody's just getting into it. And me and my cousin are watching. My cousin's just looking like, holy shit. And I decided to finally start laughing by then because by that time, they're already fighting. They ain't concerned about me. And basically, security came, separated them and all that shit. And the Latinos had to leave. And then the white people had to leave. It was a whole big thing. And then as they were walking out, the wife was getting pushed out. And she looked at me. And she said, what the fuck are you laughing at? I said, I'm laughing at you, you chili cheese looking bitch. And then they pushed her out. Good times. See y'all next week.